Good evening and welcome to the Dugout, building up to the fifth and final T20I that's going to take place between India and New Zealand in Thiruvananthapuram, ending the month of bilaterals and then straight on the World Cup, which is now 9 days away. Less than 10 days to go, 9 days away.
It's the 30th?
It's the 30th?
Yes. Yeah, exactly 8 days away you are.
Exactly. 8 days to go for the T20 World Cup to begin, and we begin against the USA. But yes, we have got some unfinished business at this point with India and New Zealand, the fifth T20. I remember, India can make it 4-1. They might get their full strength team that played the second or the third T20. They didn't play the fourth T20 together. But will they make changes? Is it too late for certain people for a redemption despite
Certain people.
Certain people. I mean, look at
Which
it.
people?
I mean, Sanju's one.
Okay.
He's got the Royal Cheta welcomes in Thiruvananthapuram. Surya Kumar Yadav's, you can see in that reel. He's making it, he's giving Sanju a royal welcome in his own home ground. So that's one. Apart from that,
Captain himself, are you including him too?
no, he's salvaged with 250s. 250s, that's it.
250 that came after 23-24 innings.
But still, he's in form.
Okay.
32, 250s, and just that one failure in that fourth T20. But I think he could be back for it. Fifth T20. Then, apart from that, it has been an action-packed bilateral series. When you look at West Indies have been thrashed by South Africa. Pakistan have managed to win against Australia after a gap of 8 years in the T20Is. 8 years later, they managed to win a pulsating
one game they won.
Yeah, but so much was the excitement and the praise that even the Pakistan Prime Minister has called it an electrifying performance for the age.
And half of the Australian players haven't travelled to Pakistan to play.
Yes, they are practicing in Colombo.
Talking facts.
Yeah,
But anyway, talking about Pakistan, it's Friday today.
Jumme ki raat.
We're going to get some. Is it going to be Qayamat ki raat?
No.
And they're going to pull out?
They are doing disservice to one team in particular, Uganda. What wrong have Uganda done here to keep them waiting? See, Iceland cricket
I know.
took the opportunity to troll the ICC and Pakistan cricket.
No, they started by saying we are ready, and then yesterday Iceland cricket put one saying, sorry, now we can't make it. Even if you call us,
We
it's
can't.
too late to prepare.
Because all of our players, half of them are bankers. Our captain is a baker. We have to ensure we get our ships back.
But they have really set the benchmark high when it comes to social media content.
Exactly.
Iceland cricket.
For a while now, they've always been.
Yeah. But Uganda cricket replied on that same tweet, mentioning that, see, we don't have bakers, we don't have bankers in our team. We are ready to unfurl the bold kit. We are just waiting for it. Passport is hot, it's not cold. So all of that. Uganda is waiting because remember, if Pakistan pull out, Uganda will replace them. So Uganda is also upping their social media game, Cricket Uganda. They are, but nothing can beat Iceland cricket. I know they don't play cricket that much, but they are a fun troll troll channel. They are a good troll channel. in more ways than
Tongue-in-cheek
one.
comments they'll make every now and then.
So what is it? They're coming or not? Or what is it?
Pakistan will make the decision on Monday. For all the hawabazi that they created, they will not pull out.
But I'm saying if we had to make a decision, whichever way, though I have said it before, that I see a 0% chance of them pulling out of the tournament. They also know that. If any one of you were a friend with Mohsin Naqvi, and you had a off-the-record conversation with him, he would also tell you that there's no way we can pull out. It's just a bit of posturing. So we know that
I think the tide is also turning in Pakistan. Many former cricketers have lambasted the decision. That why are you doing this kind of posturing?
Yeah.
It's hurting our cricket in the end of the day.
No, not only that, cricket, as I said, even I've said it before, the people will also say, na, what have you got to do with it? You're jeopardizing our World Cup. I'm saying people in Pakistan, I've said it before, they're as crazy for cricket as we are. They want to see their team playing. We are all excited about the World Cup coming, right? We want to see how the team will perform. We'll be discussing about what are the right or the wrong areas. Fans are also excited. The team is going to be playing. And you say we're pulling out. Why? If it had been like in Bangladesh, I know.
Yeah.
Because people in Bangladesh are saying, national pride first, so pulled out for our own national pride. They are okay with it. What are you going to tell people in Pakistan? They say it had nothing to do with us also.
Activism.
No, but that.
It's fashionable these days.
Yes, but how would you justify it to the fans? No, you as an activist might come up with this. So you literally can't. And you don't forget one thing. He may be the head of PCB, but he's also a politician. So he has to take populist measures. Measures that keep the crowd happy, because end of the day, his first goal is to get votes, second is cricket.
Yes.
So how will you get votes by doing something that people will not stand by you? If you pull out of the tournament, he'll only get more hatred.
Yeah.
So
And
from his point
Mohsin
of view
Naqvi
also.
is not campaigning for Bangladesh. He is in Pakistan, unless he's of that 1971 mindset.
No, but people in Bangladesh, by the way, are also very unhappy,
Yeah.
saying that it is Pakistan who led us down the garden path. So it's not helping them
Where
in
was
any way.
your thinking, yeah? Where
No, that I agree. You
Yeah.
have to, but I'm
No,
just saying, if you were Pakistani and you thought this will help you, campaign in Pakistan or win, that's also not helping.
I know.
Because they're also upset.
What were you
Yeah,
thinking?
remember we used to see those animated cartoons and all, Tom and Jerry, etc. I think he'd be standing on a patch, a circular patch, where you will entice the other person to come only to find that there was a hole there, and you'd take a step back. This was a classic case of that. You led poor Bangladesh to a path. Yes, some of it was their own doing, but then you enticed them to take up the path which they had treaded on, rather than being a good Samaritan maybe, or somebody with the head in the right place. Then you would have given them sound advice. This was never going to be sound advice, and you knew that. This was trying to get at India. This was trying to get at the BCCI through someone else. कंधे पे रख के किसी के गोली चलाना. That it was just
Anyway,
that.
will the thing come on Monday or not now? Friday though it is come and gone by.
Of course, they'll have to. It's already given Pakistan cricket all the disrepute, all the.
No, something is going to come on Monday.
Yeah, they'll have to again. They'll
What is
have to
gonna
make
come?
a comment again. Just as you had a press conference, you will have a press conference. You will say, "Oh no, we've decided."
So what are they going to say?
GTU, they'll say we will still play the T20 World Cup. GTU, but in a GTU style.
गिरे तो भी टांग ऊपर.
Yes.
They'll play.
They'll have to play.
देखिए हमने फैसला करा.
Yes.
But we'll play under protest.
Protest.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean,
The-
India
where-
anyway is not shaking hands.
No shaking hands. Wear black armbands or
Wear
whatever.
black
Something.
armbands.
How does that matter?
Why? Carry placards, shame on India, whatever is that.
Okay. Anyway, as I said, that decision might come on Monday. Friday is gone. We'll keep you updated. More exciting than that is, of course, the cricket that they'd be playing. They won that particular game. Yeah. Saim Ayub was in some good form.
Wickets and
Babar got some runs.
24 of 21.
Yeah. 120 strike rate is good for him.
Much better than the BBL strike rate of 103.
Yeah, 102. 102. He's got 202
Fakhar Zaman
runs.
is batting at 5 or 6 somewhere, I saw.
And strike rate of 62.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Making
of
changes. They're trying to make the batting order quite long.
There is this one.
Trying to be like India.
I mean, there is this one bowler that many people are like having conspiracy theories on. I think it's Usman Tariq or somebody. He has a pause and then he just darts one delivery and he just has a side-on run-in, pauses, and then they say, "Oh, that's a secret weapon that Pakistan are going to use against India in Colombo."
Okay. We'll see.
As long as it's legal.
Yeah. I mean, his action is under suspect. He's got a suspect
Yeah.
action by the looks of it, but.
I faced. Paused. He didn't pause.
He wasn't taking a pause.
He
Just had
had-
the ability to
he
make
had-
the ball do a lot of talking.
he had a lot of variations.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fast one, slow one, incoming, outgoing, everything.
Ajanta Mendes.
Chinta Mendes. He had me in 6s and 7s.
Yeah.
Just couldn't read him. He's doing everything. I didn't know what the next ball is going to do. And he had good control also, not spraying it over. So he's been doing that consistently.
Yeah. Lovely.
Okay, what's the news coming in from the Indian camp? Tomorrow is the last T20I. What is it that India can look to do? There has been a endorsement, a stamp of approval. On Sanju Samson?
Yes.
Yes, there has been, although I don't expect anything else from cricket in general or Indian cricket.
But I think this statement is quite telling, where he has said, Sudhanshu Kotak has said, Sanju Samson has been really good.
He is a senior player.
It is our job to keep him in good mindset. We all know what he can do with the bat. Now I'm breaking this statement down. Firstly, he says Sanju Samson has been really good. What do you make of that?
I don't know which. Are they looking at a multiverse version of Sanju Samson? Because if you look at his numbers from 2025, 150. Just 150 from 2025 till now. And 6 single digit scores.
Yes.
And
Was South Africa hundreds?
no, that was 2024.
4 it was.
Oh, that was 4.
Yes.
It
Look.
seems like
Yeah. But that was in October. That is why you feel,
that's what
perhaps
I'm
it's
saying. It doesn't look like 2 years. Correct. October and we are in Jan.
Jan, yeah. There is a remarkable thing even in that. 111 against Bangladesh, 107 against South Africa, back to back, 2 ducks back to back, 109. That was Sanju Samson in a nutshell.
But he says he has been really good.
You know, I don't expect anything else to be said. If there are people who are out of runs, out of form, we know what we're told. This isn't like football. See, I like football for a reason where managers are, they call a spade a spade. This is again, even when players are out of form and all, especially Indian cricket, I don't see players being thrown under the bus unless something like that happened where the entire batting unit after the test series was thrown under the bus, but not one single player was singled out where you said batters need to pull up their socks and all. I remember Ruben Amorim, he would say things like, I get anxiety when Patrick Dorgu gets the ball. Again, that's scathing. That's not what any manager should be saying, but I'm saying you do end up being more open, at least in other sport. And again, we've seen this, I call these Sarkari statements, very statesman-like things being said.
Rant and Dashkate comes and speaks the truth, then everyone pans him also.
Once in a blue moon, Ryan Dashkate will come and say, Sudhanshu Kotak, you
no, but see, I think this is a little bit more than just saying the right thing. He has not just said, see, had he just said that we all know what he can do with the bat, so we have belief in him, that would have been a very regular statement. Here he says Sanju Samson has been really good.
The itest again.
And he follows it up by saying it is our job to keep him in good mindset. What do these 2 lines tell you? This is not just mere formality or just saying the right things. This is clearly a stamp of approval. What this tells me, especially, the first bit where he says really good, and I'm just trying to see from his point of view, I'm not going to be as sarcastic as Siddharth is. I think what he means is that overall he has been good for us. I think that's what he wants to say. And then you may agree or disagree with the statement, that's the other thing. But I'm just trying to, say what he's saying. And then he says it is our job to keep him in good mindset. I think this is as close as anyone has come of telling us that the Indian team is very keen on having him start the World Cup. Irrespective of his form, they're very keen on having him start the World Cup, because if you just wanted to say the right thing, you didn't need to say it is our job to keep him in good mindset. Is that his way of saying that we are going to give him a much longer rope so he feels relaxed and in good mindset, and we're going to back him, and then he's going to start the World Cup? Is this what effectively Sudhanshu Kotak has told you? Because to me it does seem like that this is an indication from the Indian camp that they're going to be backing him irrespective of what happens in the final T20I, and he's starting the T20 World Cup. What happens from there on, I don't know, but it is a sort of an admission.
The only thing then is, if you're willing to be that supportive, why can't we make a public admission about it?
I don't think there can be anything more obvious than this.
There can be. Why are we having to interpret it? It's still a guess, right?
No, because
it could be the thing.
Because eyes closed, so even he can't tell you what the playing 11 will be.
But if you are looking,
this is the closest you can come.
If you're looking at, then you be open about it. Why?
But it's easier said than done, Harshit. I know what you're saying. What's the harm? It does not happen.
You're only dealing with 15 players.
We don't tell people when they are dropped, So you say rested. Now we also have to adjust. We have picked it that rested means drop. You know, gotta do between the lines. Now he says it is our job to keep him in good mindset. It's for us
Because
to.
when was it ever said that it's our job to ensure that we make life hell for a player? It is everyone's job to ensure that a player in the reckoning is made to feel good. In across sport, has any statement ever been made? No, it is our responsibility. This is a dugout. Those who are not scoring goals in the corner, 3
You are
ducks,
being
2
idealistic. You are expecting Indian cricket to become like Manchester United. That's not happening. No?
It doesn't happen
That's your
anywhere in
dream.
sport, I'm saying.
So we'll have to make do with what you have. We know where we are in cricket. We know what will be said, what will not be said. You want it to change. That's a long-term outlook. May happen 5 years down the line, 10 years, I don't know. I'm sticking to what is happening now. Do you expect Sanju Kotak to come and tell you he's playing the first match? I don't. Nobody will say that. Even Gautam Gambhir, who's quite outspoken in that sense, also would have refrained from saying that. I think the fact that they've come out and said that it's our job to keep him in a good mindset is telling me that he's telling
the rope has gotten longer
and
until
he's
the
telling you
T20
to be
World Cup.
prepared that we are going to keep him in good mindset. I don't know.
Good
To
mindset.
me, it seems like that.
Look, it is a clear admission.
Not that I agree with it, but I'm saying this is what.
It is also clear admission that whatever you did with Sanju in the past was also unfair. You had that Shubman Gill experiment for no reason. The Sanju Samson Abhishek Sharma jodi was doing pretty well. Yes, inconsistent, but they were still dazzling, right? You still won despite Shubman Gill. Sanju Samson, you bat him at number 5, number 6. Okay, he has middling returns there. Suddenly you again promote him to open. Now the mindset, it's totally scrambled. What am I expected to do?
So that's what they're trying to do now, unscramble it by saying we're going to back him and I think he'll continue to open. That's exactly what you want. They're doing it.
So to minimize the collateral damage and to say that indirectly, that yes, whatever we did with the Shubman Gill experiment was wrong, we are now giving Sanju Samson a much longer rope, which will extend to the T20 World Cup.
No, but that I think there's no harm in accepting that you were wrong in Shubman Gill's case. They took a punt, they realized it didn't work out, and I'll see, we pan them a lot of times. You need to also appreciate when they realize that the experiment is not going according to plan, they pulled out. See, I'll tell you, in normal life, let's say the T20 World Cup wasn't here, we were sitting in September, and at that time they had realized, or they never went with the Shubman Gill experiment, hypothetically. I think one series versus New Zealand wouldn't have decided Sanju Samson's face. His fate would have been decided. He would have also gotten 2-3 series just as Shubman did. Okay, and if at that time Sudhanshu Kotak had said something like this, I would completely be on the same page as him. The only difference is, and that is to the bad luck of a Sanju Samson, that this is the last series ahead of the World Cup, and so sometime you'll have to take those harsh calls.
The scrutiny will be harsher.
Yeah, because see, again, what is your end goal? Your end goal is to start the World Cup with your best 11, right? Yes, in an ideal scenario, I have 2 more series before the World Cup. I'll try him there as well. No harm, or at least another series, no harm. But that's an ideal situation. We are not in that ideal situation. Now you have to start the World Cup. What do you do if let's say Sanju doesn't have a great game and you start with him and he doesn't have a great World Cup to begin with? Then what do? You bring Ishan, Kishan there. If he comes in and if he doesn't fire in the first few games, what are you to do? Are you to wait on him? That is, I think, a more dangerous situation to be in. What I would want from the Indian team, I've said it before, that Sanju deserves another chance. You have to play him in that last. Let's see. If he scores good, maybe that confidence, just as Sky has gotten after that one knock, maybe it works for him and he goes to the World Cup also better. I'm not looking to drop him. Why should I be, baying for his blood that I want him out? If he can perform well, so be it. Let's look at it from positively. But if he doesn't get runs, then I don't agree with Sudhanshu Kotak that we want to, protect him, because now I think that time is gone. Yeah. Fortunately, unfortunately, where you're sitting at the moment, you will then might as well start with the player who's in better form. And to that extent, I don't think this is a reason for Indian cricket to be scared of. Had this been, a scenario where Ishan Kishan wasn't there and he hadn't shown us glimpses and Tilak was fit, he had been playing and I didn't know how Ishan will perform, I would have still been a bit nervous. I think the fact that you have a able replacement in Ishan Kishan, who's been in the form of his life, and I'm not just talking about this T20I, domestic cricket also is shown form. So overall, from an Indian fan perspective, there's nothing for me to worry, because I know there is an able replacement there. And if the team management also knows it, then it makes sense to start with an Ishan Kishan come the World Cup. If Sanju doesn't even fire in the final T20.
I mean, see, Sanju Samson in 4 matches has got 40 in this current New Zealand series, okay? The manner of his dismissals has been really, really shocking. I mean, the previous game, the way how he got into Mitchell Santner, all 3 stumps he exposed. And he got beaten right through the gate, straight delivery. He was lucky that the first ball that he chipped in Raipur, Conway spilled it. Otherwise, he would have gone for a first ball duck there also.
Yeah.
But then in one of the games, he got out for a first ball duck. Nowhere in this entire period has Sanju Samson given me any kind of confidence that yes, he is ready to bounce back. Because remember, these have been shirt fronts. They have not been pacey wickets like what we saw in Melbourne. But where is the confidence? How much ever mindset you want to do it, has Sitanshu Kotak forgotten that there are no more matches after this? One warm-up game against South Africa. Then you head directly into the minnows in US.
I think in that
Namibia.
warm-up game, they'll play everyone.
Yeah, they'll have to play.
Sanju will also play, Ishan will also play, Tilak will also play.
You're playing South Africa first.
South Africa. Yeah. And India A take on...
They might rest someone like a Hardik or someone like who's
Bumrah,
100%
yeah.
starter and play
Bumrah,
all of these guys. Yeah.
You have to, because see, now Ishan Kishan has scored more runs than Sanju Samson, and in the lesser number of games that he's featured in. He's coming on the back of good form in SMAT, led them to a title, scored with the bat. Here, when you look at Sanju Samson, barring one knock against Jharkhand in Vijay Hazare,
Got a ton, right?
yeah, got a ton, 73 also in T20. Where is the confidence? Where's the form? Against South Africa also, where is the form? That is why I am saying the Gill experiment destroyed some Samson's confidence. It destroyed his thing. Okay, what I have to do? Now, Sitanshu Kotak is just there to ensure I don't make a mess out of it. I just say, I want to put him in a good mindset. It is our job to do it. That's how it is.
No, I'm willing to give Sanju a little more leeway over here, because I do feel, yes, returns are diminishing. The proof is there for everyone to see. However, I think I do believe in his explosive ability. And when he comes good, he comes really good, Sanju Samson.
But your replacement is also like that.
Exactly.
Had it not been an Ishan Kishan, I would have been like, no,
Which gives
yeah.
me very good cushion. See,
Let's say the replacement is Shubman, then I say, yaar, do you want to risk that?
Yeah.
Totally
He
agree.
won't be that explosive.
I'm looking at it with greater optimism, in the sense, if I'm looking, let's look at the run-in that the India team has before they play their main match, which is on the 15th. Before that, you've got 2 games. These should be cakewalks for you. If I'm looking at giving Sanju Samson more time, and I believe, as we said, that unfortunate only 1 series for him. You can make this 5-match series look like a 7-match series for him. You give him those first 2 matches of the World Cup as well. You're not going to be facing pacey bowlers. You're not going to be facing testing challenges as well. If this is just a confidence booster, by this time, you're sure of the ability of the squad that you've assembled. There is a way of getting Sanju Samson back in form, is what I believe. Good that I have a very reliable backup in Ishan Kishan, who I can bring in. Again, he's got all this confidence, all the backing. I'm sure he'd love this space that he is in, Ishan, right now. And even if I have to paratroop him in a big encounter like Pakistan match, then I think he'll be backing himself because of the good mood, because of the good environment I believe he also is getting at the moment. So it's just about, how I'm looking at expanding the horizon for Sanju Samson. 5-match series, I tell Sanju, this is not 5 matches. Forget those 7 days in between as well. These are 7 matches for you. It's okay. We're giving you that backing. You get runs against the US. You get us runs in the second match. And we're good for the World Cup. What's the harm?
I mean, Sanju also played a part in 2024 in the warm-up game against Bangladesh, but he got out for a duck. That experiment was chucked immediately. Sanju just could not play. Swinging conditions, luckily he's not going to get in India. He's going to get spinning conditions in some. Colombo will be one. Okay. Now, what is the insecurity that is there in Sanju Samson's mind? I just don't know.
No, like Shivam is asking, does he have a fear that Ishan is breathing down his neck and that's not helping him perform?
That's
Then-
Indian cricket for you.
Then that
There is
he
always
can't perform
somebody-
anywhere then.
There is exactly that cannot be said for anyone.
Yeah.
All
That is
11
part of
I would say even just minus Jasprit Bumrah perhaps because just such rare is his talent and his ability. Otherwise, everyone here in this team would feel that yes, maybe I'm just two bad or three bad matches away from, or maybe a Hardik to some extent because of the balance he offers to this side. But otherwise, everyone here knows that their time could be limited. There is no paucity of players knocking at the door of Indian cricket.
See,
absolutely no one. Rinku Singh, for no fault of his, for a rare skill set that he also has that of a finisher. What were we told? Rinku Singh, okay, that's fine. We've got players from 1 to 8 who can all be finishers. That's the approach we've got in mind. And you did. Where did you see Sanju? Where did you see Rinku Singh for a large part of 2025? You didn't see him at all.
Look, I'll go back to that one statement that Suryakumar Yadav made in Sri Lanka. Okay, Sanju Samson is going to get a long rope. He mentioned that in the Sri Lanka series. He didn't do well there also. At the very beginning, I think the first major series after the T20 World Cup time was Sri Lanka. Sanju didn't perform there also. But then he said, we are going to give him a long rope, and he's gotten that assurance. Out of all that, 3 games, yes, the long rope theory worked out fine for Sanju Samson. Against Bangladesh, 1 game, 2 games was South Africa. But then, despite that assurance coming from the captain and Gautam Gambhir, 150 in 2025. He was found out by Jofra Archer. People now will say, oh, how dare you discount that 37 that he made against South Africa? Boss, 37. Gill has had 3-4 such knocks. But then we still criticized him, didn't we? Because the strike rate was an issue for Shubman Gill. 140. He struck it at 160. Big deal. Despite having so many assurances, now even Sitanshu Kotak has said, boss, we want to give a good environment for him. He's not performing. What more do I have to do with Sanju Samson? As I said, you can teach the guy how to take him to the well. I can't teach the guy how to drink the water. He has to learn it on his own. 11 years of international cricket, 10 years, 11 years for Sanju Samson. There is only one skyscraper. For a reason in 2024. Rest of the years in T20I cricket, look at it. It is as underwhelming as it
And
is.
that's been his sort of career trajectory in IPL as well, where he gets plays a knock and you go like, wow,
Also,
what a
that knock will
knock.
come right
look,
at the
he's-
start.
Yeah, see,
I
he
mean,
will
he's
start
doing
off like he's in South Bombay. But then as you go through the rest of the season, you'll feel as if he's in Dharavi. Troughs. Skyscrapers to troughs. That's been his whole season. And now that he's not started well, he has to do something that he's never done in his 11 years. Rise from the middle. How will he do that? A guy who's used to starting well has a trough. How do you expect that guy to start well from the middle and have an upward curve? It's not possible. The pressure is there on him. Ishan's performances have only piled on the pressure for him.
Since Ishan's been talked about at the moment and he's obviously the next best guy after Sanju Samson, just hypothetically, if you're to assume that Indian team's made its mind and you're starting the tournament with Ishan, any reservations over there with the two of you because of the number of left-handers then this team will potentially
doesn't
have,
matter.
or none at all? It's not a consideration, and that cannot be something that
I
team
never
gets
man for
started
the
in.
job.
Never believe in that. There were times where you would have all right-handers,
Yeah.
You would go with that. What's wrong with having so many left-handers? If your best batters are right-handers, left-handers, just does not matter.
Best man for the job.
Yeah.
Simple. Follow that philosophy. Don't go by big names. Whoever is doing well in that particular period, play him. If Travis Head was in India, no, we won't play him here. The guy who's had a longer rope, let him play. But Australia believed in Travis Head. That's why 5-6 matches, no problem. We want you.
Yeah.
Same, James Faulkner, we want you. We know your utility. Doesn't matter if you don't play. We know your utility. 2 clutch players, and 2 clutch players won you the World Cup. If they were in India, they wouldn't have done anything. They would have been wallowing in the sidelines. That is the thing. Sanju, okay. Now you ask this particular situation. What if 100 of 50 balls, Thiruvananthapuram, Sanju Samson. What does that happen then? Is it enough to silence the critics and say that, okay, oh, no, we were all too premature and wrong about Sanju Samson? Let him start the T20 World Cup. He'll do well against all the teams. Remember, you're not playing strong teams until February 21, the Super 6 stage. Till then, you're only playing the minnows.
You're playing Pakistan now in 15.
Minnow. 13-3. Yes, they have had two close encounters. 24-22. Agreed. They had close encounters. But India's record against Pakistan in T20Is is as big as the Grand Canyon. And even if they manage to do the unthinkable on February 15th, lot of catching up to do.
Really unthinkable at the moment. But I agree with you guys again. I say that for bowlers as well. I don't get the matchups. I don't understand. Because if Nathan Lyon was not Nathan Lyon, if it was something else, whatever, and he was an Indian, he wouldn't have played for Indian cricket at all, Indian cricket team. But again, he's just been so supreme. He's been the numero uno when it comes to a finger spinner, right arm finger spinner. And again, he gets you wickets, right? Simple as that. So if you've got the skill set, doesn't matter left hand, right hand, an able batter, a skillful batter will always find ways of scoring runs. So even if the Indian batting lineup is then eventually paired up with just left-handers, because there'll be plenty of them with an Aksar, Rinku, Dubey, Abhishek, Ishan, Tilak. That's it. 6. The other 2 right-handers will be Surya and Hardik. That's it. 6 of the 8 will be left-handers. But I think all skillful batters shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Can we have some questions, please? Okay, what have we got?
Okay. Steve Ticolo. Guys, Naqvi does not contest elections. He's like Rajya Sabha MP in India, elected by MLA. He just needs to keep someone happy. He will keep his job.
Yeah, but he has to keep the government happy, na?
Yeah.
All his work decisions will affect
Absolutely.
his party.
Yeah.
Later,
Whatever there is.
when they don't agree, he'll say, eventually they'll come and then we'll be asked what happened and he'll say, Wazir-e-Azam decided.
Wazir-e-Azam ne kaha ki abhi desh ko
Otherwise, I
kaise
was
zarat
ready
hai.
to.
Wazir-e-Azam, yeah. Ajib Agarkar is saying, a certain journo has found some fans across the border for her comments in the BCCI. Your take? Also, please paint a picture of cricket in the 21st century without India's investments. Remove 2 or 3 zeros from valuations.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about anyone in particular. But yeah, BCCI has done a lot of good things. They've also done things which aren't great. Yeah, so it is what it is.
Just think about it.
It's got nothing to do with India and Pakistan. Like, for example, if there was any board that would do right or wrong things, whether that's the Australian board, English board, BCCI, it's our job to call it, right? And that's exactly what we do.
Exactly.
But I think the biggest achievement of BCCI is how they marketed that sport and taken it. And there are a lot of great things you've done, whether it's WPL or
IPL.
Salaries or IPL. There are a lot of people have contributed to it, and it is now the envy of the world. Everyone wants to follow it. So they've done far more many great things than bad things. But that's not to say that they've only done.
They have not only done good
Yeah.
things and not only done bad things.
Yeah, correct.
It's a mixture of both.
Yeah, but by and large, I think they deserve our compliments, because by and large they've done great.
48,674 crore media rights deal.
Yeah, whatever.
Humongous.
You have to give it to them.
Yeah, you have to give it to them in that sense.
Yeah, only if one thing I'll always hold against the BCCI is lack of transparency. That is one thing that, again, you had a very good opportunity right now as well, but again, see, it's not in the RTI, even when sports federations were being formed, etc.
Tamil Nadu society.
Yeah,
my friend.
That's that is one thing. It's good that it has its own autonomy and it doesn't function like some of the other sporting entities that we have in the country. But then transparency, again, that only makes you accountable, more accountable than you already are. Not saying it's, but remember we were talking the other day. Where is that press release? Where is that? Where is the cricket fan in India being told that yes, the test series debacles are being looked into? No word on that, even till now.
फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी. Okay, we got 48,674 crores in media rights.
So that you and I are not getting that,
but in the same
And even
breath,
if we were then, and if we were servants of the game, then it was
in
our
the same
responsibility.
breath, fan experiences in stadiums in India is horrendous. That's the dystopian nature of my country. That's Steve Ticolo. Why Sanju failures are considered only as opener? It's like only if he opens, then we will count he played. You have to bat in hand score at every position.
No,
Okay,
I think
but-
when Siddharth referred to all his failures, is not just as an opener, he's looked at all positions and said that.
Yeah. He got a 56 lower down the order, but it was against Oman. That same match.
He
where
looked very scratchy also.
That same
that
match,
match, I
where Kumar
remember.
Yadav demoted himself to number 11.
Yeah.
Same match. Vishal from the US is saying Sanju has been good. Either the Gill experiment ate up his chances and now can't be dropped, or good is scored for convenient guy to be dropped for Ishan. Wow.
That's actually a good one by Vishal.
Good is scored.
That's sometime, like your, what do you call, you feed the bakra before you do, before you
I won't say that.
halal.
Yes.
What do you call it? Bakre? There's a saying, na?
बकरे को हलाल करने से पहले.
Yeah.
True.
I was looking for that phrase.
Yeah, it's that.
Something like that.
It is that one, yeah.
Akash Nair is saying, I mean, lot of love from Europe.
Thank you.
Where in
Akash.
Europe we still wonder, because the other day as well we got some love from
Yeah.
Akash. Please let us know, Akash.
Well, Europe, India, trade ties.
Of course. And you gotten the benefit of that
So he's
FTA now.
extending that.
You
Extending
gotten that FTA right here. But Ashna M is saying, at least on a non-match day of Indian men's cricket, you can either talk about other sports action happening in the world as interesting AO, WPL, women's T20
No,
World Cup
Asha, we
qualified.
do, but as is the thing, it's not that we don't. We've done plenty of shows on other sport as well. At the end of the day, you are a rare breed. There are very few. But we are all sport heads. I mean, I can't show you our studio, but as while we are talking, we are also watching Djokovic Sinner play. I saw the first semi-final, saw the Champions League last night. We discussed that a lot. But there are a lot of times we've done videos also. It just doesn't. In fact, you won't believe it. A lot of time you may want it. A lot of time people abuse us. At least I see it on social media. People telling us we don't want to listen to football and other nonsense that you talk about. We come here for cricket and why do you talk? So there are all sorts of people. So you got to be mindful of that. It's not entirely up to us.
We did everything. That's the
And
thing.
yeah, we don't do it in our life, but there is other content. You will see Australian Open related content that's up. Some Champions League related content that's up on our platform. We keep doing all of that.
Yep. Shiva Subramaniam is saying, Pakistan fans often compare Mohsin Naqvi with Jai Shah as both are from a political background and say both are the same. What do you guys think about this?
By the way, since we touched on that bit, a crucial break for Djokovic.
Whoa.
Crucial.
Whoa.
He's broken.
The
He's now-
Sinkaraz dream final isn't happening.
Yeah, he's now going to be serving for the 8th game.
Wow. Luck. What is luck for Novak? But still, anything can happen. Sinner never gives up.
Yeah, but
Anything can happen. I will not be surprised if Sinner breaks back in the next game. I won't be surprised.
he'll have to do what
No, man,
exactly
same
now
thing
what we saw in the
Alcaraz
previous
did
match,
that.
what Alcaraz did.
Yeah, but Alcaraz is a mentality monster. Yeah.
I mean, to answer Shiva's question, no, I mean, Jai Shah is not a political person. His father maybe, but he is not. Mohsin Naqvi holds a very important position in Pakistan. Huge difference. Huge
Interior
difference.
Minister of-
Though I will blame, and I've said, I don't blame any individual, but I think in general, BCCI started taking calls based on social media. People start trolling and they start taking calls. That would never happen before. So don't allow public troll pressure or political pressure to take cricketing decisions. That started happening now. It wouldn't happen earlier.
Dhanush, if ODI is easy format, how ODI World Cup is real World Cup?
Good point.
True.
Absolutely good.
It is. But I think ODI is, I think now if you want to make it... if
But
you want
I
to-
don't agree with it being the easy
It
format.
isn't.
It's a different skill set.
Every format is different in its own way.
Correct.
It's that format which ensures that you pull out all the gears that you have.
Yeah.
Talking about the ODI format, half of the world had a shock yesterday. The cricketing world came to a standstill. Virat Kohli's Instagram got suspended.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, why are you rolling your eyes?
Bro, can't if it's technology, can't there be a glitch?
Yeah, but people who didn't know, na. Now they're relieved. At that time, who knew it was a tech? See, it could have happened that he closed his account.
Deactivated.
Yeah. And can you imagine what that would mean to
Advertisers.
not
Brand
advertisers?
sponsors.
No, fans.
No, what they would do is they would go to the main Instagram handle, whatever reel is there, they would spam that.
No, that though happened last night only. My point is, for Virat fans, that's their only sort of even though it doesn't put a lot of personal posts anymore.
Exactly.
But yeah,
It's
for
no
them,
longer a window into his life.
by little bit also, even promotional posts make a huge difference for them. You like it or not, you may not be right, but ask a fan, na?
Yeah, I sort of.
The same fan base abuses the ball maker.
Yeah, the ball maker was also not left.
Because Virat dropped a catch or couldn't feel
Yeah,
properly in one of the ODIs, they abused the makers of the Kookaburra ball.
Because this is video that went. No, SG. SG it was.
But they attacked Kookaburra also. Yeah.
Why? Because the ball came to Virat. I don't know if this was a catch. I only saw a small snippet of it. It was from the recent ODI series only. Ball came to him. Again, he juggled a few times. It never came in his hand. What's the natural instinct? The ball lobs, and what do you try and do? Then you try and kick it in.
That also couldn't
frustration.
happen.
He could not kick either, and the ball was then on the ground. People ended up venting their anger on the ball maker.
On the ball manufacturer,
Who's the manufacturer? And there are all sorts of colourful comments being made on
I want to hide.
SG's Instagram.
Because
handle.
I want to hide.
We've seen that happen with a water bottle manufacturer. Correct? Shivam's right. That happened during the World Cup.
I know.
That's delicious. Please, I
What
want.
are we getting really? Yeah.
I know. Oh. That's why rolling my eyes. Oh, a software or a social media technological site is not allowed to have a glitch with billions and billions of the server.
They are allowed to, so that you're not getting
Yeah.
my point. How are people to know at that time it's a glitch?
Wait, sabr.
You may not be a fan, now you may not care. Don't answer for them. They may not. For them, it may have been a situation where he's closed the account, and if he did, it would affect a lot of people. I'm not justifying the trolling and all that, but it would affect. Now you're wiser after the event is done that it was a glitch or whatever.
You know, the first major tweet, it has happened. Now Virat Kohli is going to announce his retirement from international cricket just before IPL 2026. It was written in the stars. The story can't be completed. Who's given this long tweet? A Rohit fan. Imagine the clickbaity fan wars that Ashwin alluded to is so real. So real. So yeah, there is no easy format and all that. Yeah, you have to hold on to that particular thing. Yeah.
3 break points.
Well, as I
Sinha's
told
back.
you.
Oh.
As I told you.
Let's just get done with the comments.
Steve Ticolo said, what was wrong in the field marshal thing that you have to do filtering? Sensible viewers don't send abusive messages, so will appreciate no self filter from you. But you never know, Steve Ticolo.
What?
I didn't take that particular term that he used. He's like trying to keep that particular entity happy. I didn't take that deliberately because we don't know who on what particular thing you get trolled at Steve Ticolo. It's a very, very screwed up field we are living in at this point. But Akash Nair is saying, love from Munich, Germany. Have been watching Nikhil Bhai since his NDTV days. Really enjoyed his coverage on last T20 World Cup in Caribbean. Wake Nick.
Akshay, thank you so much. Yeah, you're an old timer. That you remember me from my previous workplace. And lovely to have you join us on Sports Today.
From
And
Europe.
thanks for the kind words.
From somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
From Germany. Munich, Germany.
Yeah.
They have a heartbreak for them after Zverev lost today. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's playing very well.
Fernando Alonso trended because of that.
What?
Fernando Alonso had an epic tussle with Michael Schumacher in 2006.
Yeah, so?
Carlos Alcaraz is a big fan of Fernando Alonso. So he posted that on his Insta. Alonso is like winning with the Ferrari that is there. I mean, he's like fist pumping in front of the Ferrari. In 2006, it was Schumacher versus Alonso. Here it is Alcaraz versus wherever. Spain, Germany.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the bit. Why do, connect to Karthik is saying, why do some ex-players challenge to bear all? Spare us.
Who you're talking about, Karthik in particular? I think I know who he's talking about. I think he's talking about the latest statement by Yuvraj.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, now I got it, Karthik.
Yeah. Pranav Sanjay.
To each his own, by the way, Karthik. Some people like to express, some say let bygones be bygones. Move on.
Correct. Pranav Sanjay. India needs to win SF and final. Hazel God can stop.
Correct, that's a good point. Hazel God. But that also doesn't worry me that much because Indian batting, that depth is there, they'll handle it. I mean, an opposition batter I'd worry far more than an opposition bowler.
Yeah.
ODI cricket and test matches, bowler can finish you off. 3-4 wickets help. In T20 you're attacking somebody, you are out, no problem. He also has 4 overs to bowl. You're far more aggressive. Because somebody pointed out that day that Indians need to play ODI also like T20. Look how they treat Kyle Jamieson in T20s, but they were being careful against him in ODI. I was like, that's because you have to safeguard your wickets. In the 50 overs, you can't take those many risks. Here, if I get out, no problem. 20 overs, somebody or the other will play and will not be all out. In ODI, I can't do that. I can't be all out in 20 overs and then waste the 30 overs.
Correct.
All changes.
Yeah.
Okay, Dev Pratap Singh Chauhan says, Nikhil bhai, I know England aren't that threatening, but their Super 8 group is relatively easy. In semis at Wankhede Road, their batting Salt, Butler, Bethel, Brooks can beat even the Indian side. Yeah, you can say that, but they've been a bit below par in T20 cricket. So, I'd still say India.
Yeah.
On that road that you're talking about. Anshu Mishra says, Nikhil, can we say that you, Rahul, Vikrant are Alka Yagnik? Kumar, Sanu, Udit, Narayan.
Golden trio.
Because of same legacy. No, thank you very much, Anshu. Very kind words from you. I don't know if that's a fair comparison, but if it is, I'd want to be Kumar Sanu. Because I'm a fan. I'm a fan, big fan. He's too good. Anshu Dwivedi says, Nikhil sir, Sanju Samson has played last 12-year T20I cricket. Why he doesn't cement his own place? Do you agree? Good point, Bach. I think somewhere even he needs to. A lot of times he's been unlucky, hasn't gotten a long run. But yeah, overall also. Like this series, perfect chance. Couple of good knocks, no questions, he starts the World Cup.
Yep.
He's let go of that chance as well.
Yeah.
Rajiv Ranjan said, Nikhil, talk about Benfica versus Real Madrid match. Absolute madness. Absolutely, Rajiv. Loved it. I think we spoke about it briefly yesterday.
Yes.
Crazy scenes. Crazy scenes. The whole context, we spoke about it yesterday. Madrid needing 1 goal to just draw.
I know.
Benfica thinking they've won it. Last seconds are told that you have to score 1 more goal. They've already made all their substitutions.
And a
The
2-meter
defenders are
goalkeeper
back.
scores the goal that stuns
The goalkeeper
world.
is sent. He
It's very
scores.
interesting.
Crazy stuff of legends.
All sorts of conspiracy theorying is, have been out since that mad 18 match madness that we saw at the Champions League. There was somebody who was saying that, I won't put it past Mourinho to have instructed his players to ensure that they make the slowest walk possible to kick off and ensure that there is some sort of delay over there, which people say there was a bit of, so that he had those, microsecond sort of an advantage and he could have the other games end before his game ended with Real Madrid. And knowing Jose Mourinho, you actually don't put this thing past him.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a mental game. Really mental.
He just wanted to know what goal difference he needed.
Yeah. By the way, mental, Djokovic 5-3.
Yeah,
He's
look at
overcome that. Oh no, the Sinkaras dream final isn't happening for the moment.
3 breakpoints.
Steve Ticolo, Ashanna has passed so many things about Indian playing style. Hope he also sheds light how he was parachuted in 21, 22 and 23 World Cup. Last minute. Was that right?
Very good question by Ticolo. Very good question.
No one
Must
denies
send
that.
it as a super chat when he's doing his YouTube lives.
Yeah, please.
He should come up with an answer.
Yeah.
Okay, last question we'll take, and this is Sachin Tendulkar. We can't. Last 2 questions, Priyanshu and Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar says Sanju making exaggerated trigger movements since Asia Cup doesn't look convincing and not keeping his shape when he plays big shots. Ishan Kishan is also inconsistent but seems to be in good hitting form now. Good point. I think Tendulkar is
Has
making.
Sanju transformed to Rahul Tripathi then? Exaggerated movements.
No, he's talking about the trigger movement.
Trigger
yeah.
movement. Yeah.
And finally, Priyanshu says, Respect for Joko. Sidvi is right, at least saying the truth. First round is pure minnow stat padding except Park match. Real World Cup is Super 8s against Scotland, Namibia. KL Rahul was the best player. Good point there as well. And Indian supporter says people discounted the greatest 38-year-old is making life difficult for the 23-year-old current best player in the world. Novak Djokovic is an absolute legend. Completely agree.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Man, if
He's also benefited with the fact that he got a walkover and the game after that was 2 sets. But that's how sport is. So taking nothing away from him. He's been very good.
Connect to Karthik is saying Tanveer Ahmed and Hayden. Those are the 2 guys he was talking about.
Okay. Tanveer Ahmed, I don't take seriously. Hayden, good point.
Indeed.
Okay, guys, take care.
See you. We'll be back shortly for Djokovic versus the live.
Yeah.
See you.
And lots more content up on Sports Today. Check that out.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is the game. The match point right after the game and mid show.
Yes.
For the moment from all of us.
Bye-bye.
Nandri, Shubhratri, Shabba Khair.
Eat your vegetables. Don't trouble your mother. Subscribe to Sports Today.